Now I'll just show you. Same way goes for solar also. We are able to see all the data from the inverter we can acquire, and we can show you over here. Now for the report, every energy meter, every asset can have a report. We can create multiple reports for one single device. So we have just summarized the report over here. So we are just showing what is the demand utilization, what is the cost of power, the night cost and day cost. Both we've segregated. Day is 91,000 and night is 51,000, and the total. What is the power factor, variation in power factor if any, the maximum current that has been drawn, maximum voltage that has been drawn. If there was any over demand, you'll get to see how many over demands have been then. If there have been any power failure, you get to see what is the power failure count, and if there is power failure, then what is the duration of the power failure. So here you are able to see the gradual increase of the kWh. This is a simple line chart. So we can see that 6 am I consumed around 4,000 units of electricity. So this will help you gauge how your machines are performing or how much they are being utilized. So we can see that time of use is complete. The whole day the machines were online and there has been no delay. And over here we are seeing that there is an anomaly. Over here we are able to detect that in the midnight between 4:30 to 7 am there has been over voltage, slight over voltage over here we are seeing. And then even in the evening we saw few spikes of over voltage. So this is what we are able to see. Then PF was holding during the whole day. The current usage was at good, so not an issue here. Unit comparison, day versus night, we are able to see. Health, we are able to see what is the voltage health. We are seeing 90% voltage health because there were peaks on voltage which have caused this to reduce. PF range was good, so we are getting 95%. Utilization was lesser, and the harmonics, there were harmonics triggered, so we are seeing less over here. Same way we are able to see the trends in voltages. We are seeing that there was a spike over here, we can see, then few spikes over here. Otherwise everything was doing good. So night we can see that there was a peak in voltage which is to happen, and then again in the noon, morning 9 to 12 it was good. Again from evening we saw increase in voltage over here. So that's how it is. The same way we are able to see the usage, current usage. We are seeing that at night there was more current usage, and we see that this line is very thick, right? So thicker lines mean there was more variation in current utilization, and thinner lines means there was lesser variation. So we see that there was variation over here. So the currents were flickering and changing to a tune of around 20 to 30 current amperes. They were fluctuating, and there was no alarm, so they were issuing no data, and there was no power interruptions. So that's good then. So this is the daily report. Now I'll come to dashboard. This dashboard is a simple and plain dashboard in which you are able to see what is happening with regards to energy on the factory. So we are seeing the power consumed is this is the power consumed, and the demand utilization. So power consumed, it's very less, so we only consumed around 25 to 30% power. Demand utilization is almost at 75-80%. We are seeing voltage is very good, so we are seeing that there's not much of voltage deviation, but there is a voltage deviation of 3 amp current, 3 amp voltages. Current trends are doing good, so we don't see any spikes, so that is a very good thing. Small differentiation, that's very good. Then there is not much of voltage deviation as we saw, but current deviation is huge, so that's not good. It can lead to failures. Harmonics are again a little bit higher on side, and power factor is very good. We're able to see which assets are online and how much power they have consumed. So from target these machines have consumed, we are able to see that this is the net target where they should be at the end of the day, and this is where they are right now. So this is what we are seeing over here. We can also change the parameters of this dashboard if required. So this is the dashboard, and the ones that are, so now this is green, that means it's online, and this is white, that means this is offline. Same way goes, this is offline right now and this is online right now. So we are seeing the trends in power consumption. So in noon we see that there was a drop and there was no power consumption for few hours, 2 3 hours there was no power consumption. So that is why we see that there's pretty much low utilization of power consumption. Then this is a heat map. We've provided two heat maps, so we can segregate data based on, let's say here we are segregating by machines and compressors. We can have different segregations. We can have Sankey diagram also if required. So we see that the power consumption has been good except for this time when there was loss of power or when the units were shut down. And over here we are seeing that for this barmac machine, it was offline in the no in the evening. This time there was not much of activity over here, and same goes with this feeder also. So we are able to see what is happening over here. So the green is not good, it should be red. So that is something we need to look into. And the compressors, which compressor were online, which were offline, how much power they're consuming, all these things we are able to measure and monitor. Then we also have got different statuses. So if there is some pressure switch is going on, if there's high pressure, if there is a trip sending, so we see that everything is normal right now. It's very healthy right now, it's good. And pressure, we don't have data right now, but if provided, we can also integrate different data to this. Now coming to reports, we have created a customized specialized report for this client. So in this we are able to see what is the demand utilization. So there was 79% of demand was utilized and the maximum demand was 994. There was no instance of over demand, and the machine power consumption was 41%, whereas the compressor power consumption was 52%. I'd like to remind you that we can also customize these reports as required. We can also see the time of use was 24 hours over here, so that's good, 23.58. The maximum current and the average current, we are seeing that it's very good. Power consumption 20,000 units. Power utilization was 66%, so still we have got a margin of 33% for power consumption. So then the cost of power we are able to see, and we are also able to see the segregation other power consumption where the other is. Then we are also seeing over here if there is any solar cell generation production. So how many hours which solar cell generated power for, and what is the total. So we are able to see 359 units have been generated till now. Then we get a Pareto chart in which we are able to see which machines have been consuming the most amount of power. So we see that this tops to around 5,000 units, then this, then this. So this shows you where the most power is being consumed. Then we also have a Tableau data in which you are able to see time of use for each and every energy meter, the maximum current, maximum power, and the power consumed in kWh, and the effective cost of the power. Then this is for the machines, and this again we have for the compressors. Then we also have voltage deviation, which we see that there was no voltage deviation, which is good. Then current deviation also, power factor, voltage harmonics, current harmonics. Mind you that these reports can also be customized to your needs. Then we also have a weekly data analysis of how things are going on weekly basis. So we have over here that 85% of demand has been utilized for this week. So we are safe over here. There is no over demand. The power factor is good. Power utilization is around 70%, which is again good. The cost of power for this week, the maximum ampere harmonics, maximum voltage harmonics. So we are seeing that current ampere harmonics are very high, current harmonics are very high, and voltage are we are still in safe limits. So this for this whole week, what is the solar generation time we are able to see. So we are able to see that what is the kWh to kVh ratio. So that is being maintained well because the power factor is doing good, it's being maintained. We are able to see when there was for These 3 days we see that there was comparatively lesser power consumption than on the Tuesday the 16th. Then this is a KWH trend of all the machines, how they have been performing. So we see small dips over here and here, otherwise it has been performing well. The maximum current and the kVA we are seeing, we can see if there is a huge increase or any anomaly, we can see if there is some. So we see that the data is normal over here. Then machine wise what is happening, and compressor wise what is happening we are seeing. And the daily PF also we are able to see that it's pretty much good. We see that it's 0.999, and so that's good. Voltage analysis also we are able to see over here. It's again we see that on Tuesday on 14th of April we are seeing high voltage. Otherwise I think we are good. There was not much of problem over here, and the average voltage is also pretty much consistent, so nothing to worry over here. Current analysis also we are seeing that the pattern is pretty much good, and the minimum is minimum except for this day when the plant was shut down. Otherwise the peaks are good, the average is good. And we have the daily power consumption for each machine, how much power has been consumed. This brings to end of our video. Hope you like this video, and if you have any questions you can put them in the comment section below. Follow us for more and subscribe to our channel to see new videos and to learn more. Thank you.